Son, I'm going to teach you a beautiful opening, the dad said. The 8-year-old boy's eyes lit up. He was like, Dad, which opening today? Please tell me. Dad said, it's called the Scotch opening. And it's called the Scotch Gambit. Like, wow, show me how it works. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6, D4, pawn takes, and now you don't take the pawn, you play Bishop C4. This is the Scotch Gambit. Knight F6, the pawn pushes and attacks the knight. But usually in this, black attacks back the bishop. So if you take the knight, he will take the bishop. The boy was already enjoying himself. Wow, what do we do now, Dad? Said, you should go Bishop B5, pin this knight. Said, okay, he will go Knight E4, take this pawn. Now the pinned piece is attacked twice. Like Bishop D7, breaking the pin. Bishop takes C6, pawn takes C6. And now white castles. Now black needs to also castle. So black plays his bishop out. And the move is F3, pushing the knight away from here. Knight G5, F4. So you push the knight. Now if he comes back to E6, trying to pin here, you can play Bishop E3 with a great position. So he will play his knight to E4. The boy was already like, wow, this is very exciting, Dad. I have a great center control. Bishop comes to E3, castling. Now knight to D2. Knight takes D2. Queen takes D2. And then Bishop B6 with the idea of pushing the pawn. And what do you play here, son? What's the move? The boy thought, okay, C5, D4, black is coming ahead. What shall we do? And he came up with, Dad, how is this move? I'm controlling these dark squares. Dad was like, amazing, son. After the bishops are exchanged, you will have complete control over the dark squares. You will positionally crush all your opponents. You will put your knight here, queen here, pawn, control all the dark squares. The boy was like very excited. Dad, I'm so excited. I'm going to try this in my tournament next. And Dad said, okay, all the best, son. So the boy goes to the tournament and he's playing with the white pieces. His opponent, very strong player. But he's like, I don't care because I have the Scotch Gambit that my dad has just taught me. He opens the game with 1 E4. The opponent goes E5. Knight to F3, Knight C6, and then the boy goes D4, he takes D4, Bishop C4, all as my dad, I'll make my dad proud. The boy fell, E5, D5, Bishop B5, everything is working according to plan. Knight takes D4, and all of a sudden, instead of Bishop D7, what the dad had said, his opponent played Bishop C5. The boy was suddenly shocked. He was like, what? My dad has not taught me Bishop C5. But hey, there is a pin and I can win it. So he takes here. And all of a sudden he notices, oh my God, Bishop takes F2 is hanging. But okay, calm down. King, he moves his king away here. Because he clearly realizes if he goes to E2, there could be a check and he can lose the queen. So he's like, let me calm down. King F1. Now, the opponent took the knight. The boy was very happy. He was like, yes, knight is gone. He takes here and he gives a check. Also attacks the rook. The opponent then moves his king to F8. Now here, the boy is very excited. He's like, yes, I'm picking up the rook. I'm a rook up. I'm going to make my dad very proud. And out of the blue comes the move. Guys, what's the move here? Bishop A6. The king is checkmated here on F1. You have to give up the queen. The boy was so depressed. He lost his queen and he lost the game. He went back to his dad and his dad was like, son, don't worry. It's okay. He said, Dad, I wanted to make you proud. I wanted to beat the opponent. You taught me the opening. It has happened. Dad said, don't worry, son. I have a small advice for you. In this position, when you had pinned the knight over here, what you should have done is you should not have gotten greedy and taken this because then he took your pawn. What you should have done is you should have castled. Then your king is safe. The boy said, thank you, Dad. Thank you for the advice. Next day, the boy all pumped up. He's like, Dad, I'm going to make you proud today. He touches his feet of the dad. He's like, Dad, I'm going today. Now next round. Dad like, go and beat him. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6. Not Bishop C4, D4, same, Scotch Gambit. bishop c4, knight f6, e5, d5, bishop b5. This time, opponent plays knight e4, knight takes d4, bishop c5. The boy looked at the opponent. Kalka game, you've seen my yesterday's game. I'm going to castle. My dad has taught me the improvement. And here he hoped that his opponent will now play bd7, which will transpose into what his dad had taught him. But he also castled. The boy once again felt, now this is not hanging. Now I can take it. So he took the knight. Pawn takes, and he took here. Now the rook is hanging, d5 is hanging. The boy got very excited. He's like, now this time I'm winning. The opponent played his bishop to a6, once again hitting the rook. I was like, okay, I take his rook, he takes my rook. Then this pawn is also hanging, so he picks it up. Bishop takes rook. And now the boy comes in and picks up the pawn. He's like, look, this is hanging, and I'm completely better. I have, count the pawns. I have 2 extra pawns. I'm totally winning. He was hoping that his opponent will take here, and then he can take and do anything. Like he can even take this, and he's just better. But what did black play? Black played an unbelievable move here. Bishop c4, boy, his jaw literally dropped. He was like, what? Bishop takes. Oh my god, check. Queen here, check. And mate. Oh, unbelievable. This is very bad, very bad. What should I do? Oh my god. I'm going to get checkmated here. He's like, can I take the queen? He takes the queen. Rook takes. Again threatening a back rank mate. And the bishop. He pushes his pawn. He's like, hopefully I won't get back rank mated. And rook 8. And he was a piece down. He lost the game. And he went to his dad crying. And he's like, Dad, you taught me everything. But I still lost everything. I don't want to play this Scotch Gambit opening. It's not good for me. I lost both the games. Dad said, son, you learned 2 traps in this opening. You learned all the theory from first. Then you learned the 2 traps. Now try it again next time. It's like a build-up, story building up. You must not give up. And the boy tried very hard, and then he learned this opening much better. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of Basic Chess Opening Traps. This is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye-bye.